Yeah, speaking of,
weird.
One thing that would benefit the making of, like, eliminating the need for as many mules and stuff like that, and another change. Sweet Phil loves change in D2R. Loves it. I wish they would eliminate the need to have, like, flawless diamonds and chipped topazes or whatever to cube up runes. I wish you could just cube the runes together and call it a day. I hate having, oh man, I'm going to cube up these pull runes. Oh, I don't have any flawed diamonds.
I think I'm right there with you. I would either like for them to let us, obviously have the stacked the gems, so we don't have to worry about it. That way we could just have them on hand. But I hate it for the same reason, like, because most of the times I won't have those around. So like anytime I want us to up a rune set that's higher than what, like a freaking Dole rune. I think Dole is like one of the lowest ones that you can cube.
I can't remember the lowest because I don't usually even keep them that low. I don't, because I don't want to have to keep all these gems and stuff around. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and like I almost never cube up runes because I never have the gems, and that comes right back to you either just remove the gem requirement entirely, or give us a way to actually hold on to these gems that doesn't like hog up every ounce of inventory space. Because as it is right now, if you wanted to hold on to your chips and floods, like goodbye all your inventory space, because you're also holding on to the perfects as well.
I create a mule called Chippy, and that's where they go.
Oh man.
So that would be one thing. If, hey devs, you listen, get rid of that gem requirement on runes. It's one of those things too that it's like a small amount, but it would literally make the game more fun. Like, people would enjoy it more. No, you can't tell me there's one person that's like, I enjoy picking up these flawed topazes. I enjoy grabbing these chip gems and throwing them on a mule and having to transfer them to your shared page. And you don't want your shared page to be complete full. Then you got to create a mule, transfer them over. Nobody likes doing inventory management, right? And I don't really know. I guess maybe it's there for like a limiting factor to not cube up every rune you find, but to get to like a Burr rune or a Zod. But the amount of lower runes that you would need to cube up, like even if you talk about, like you said, Dole runes, you probably need like 50,000 Dole runes to cube up to a Zod, right? Or something stupid. Like, everyone knows the old adage that an L rune, you'd have to have 20 million of them or something. Like, it's insane.
That's the only thing I can think of that might be a good reason to keep some of them, is that like for players that may not be fully aware that cubing high runes is silly. Like if you had 2 low runes, you would probably never cube 2 low runes into a Sir. Like it's just not advisable. Well, putting that gem component in there, I think causes people to pause. Even the newer players, obviously, because they can't just throw the runes in there and just hit the transmute button. They've got to go hunt down this gem that they don't have and then put it in there and cube it up. And like, I think it's kind of a good thing for the higher runes. Like I'd like to keep it for anything above maybe like an Ist rune.
All right. Well, I guess you could get me on board with that, I suppose.
Because you don't normally cube those anyway, right? I mean, who's cubing together like a bunch of Ist runes and stuff like that?
The only reason I do that is on single player, because you end up with, I got like 13 Ist runes, and I'm like, what am I going to do with all these Ist runes on single player? What I do really need is another low rune. Or I need this Sir rune and this and that to make these other ones, but the high runes don't drop ever. Like literally, like right now, I think I have 9 Vex runes, and it's like, what am I going to do with these Vex runes on single player? There's not 9 rune words I want to make.
Well, Vexes are definitely worth transmuting up a lot of the times. But you kind of see what I'm saying though, right? So like, say if I was a newer player and I did happen to have like two runes that were highly valuable, and then I go to my friends and I'm like, hey, you got a flawed diamond so I can transmute up my 2 whatever runes, and they're like, dude, don't transmute those, you idiot. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,